The year is 2016. Leicester City are winning the Premier League, and Donald Trump's about to become the president. A young Raxo downloads FM23 mobile and takes West Brom, led by Matt Phillips, all the way to the Champions League. And now, over 6 years later, he's going to do it again. Except this time, we're starting down in the Championship, and our main man, Matt Phillips, isn't quite what he used to be. Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of the FM23 West Brom save with me, Raxo FM. A save that I am recreating from my very first ever Football Manager save, all the way back on FM16 mobile. We are trying to take West Brom to the Champions League, just like I did. Can I point out in one season? I did it in one season. I don't think it's going to go quite that well, considering we're down in the Championship to start with, but I am certainly looking forward to this ride. If you are excited for it, please make sure that you do smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing to the Raxo FM YouTube channel so you don't miss more Football Manager content just like this, with transfer guides coming left, right and centre, and of course this West Brom save. Can we also please smash 30 likes on today's video? A bit of a lower target for a first episode, but I feel like we're going to smash it immediately with an episode 1, always getting your fingers clicking on it. And without any further ado, let's take a look at this West Brom side that we are taking over. Of course, down in the Championship now, have a couple of decent players in there, but to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about them anymore. I've had a good play around with the team, and this is what I've got as sort of my best team so far. I'm definitely wanting to go with the Gegenpress, and the players that stand out to me are Grant, who looks like a great striker for us. Then we've got Rogic, who's of course an Australian, me being New Zealand, I'd love to see that. A bit old, but still a decent player. I think that this man, Yokuslu, I'm definitely not saying that correct, but we'll just call him okay. Looks more than okay. A very well-rounded player, and a couple of other decent ones here and there. Some decent defenders. Diangana, I think I could be saying that close to correct. Diangana. Grady seems easier. I know came in from West Ham quite a few years ago. Hasn't quite reached the potential that he might have had at one point, but I think he could still be a beautiful player for us. And in terms of where the media think we're going to finish, it's actually a bit of a tough ask. We're predicted to finish in 5th place. And to be honest, I don't know if I like that kind of pressure early doors. I know that it really shouldn't be that pressurised, but I feel the pressure already, and the board, they're not helping it. They want us to work within the wage budget, spend the original transfer budget, which I don't mind, grow the club's reputation, maximum 1-year contracts, a 2-year contract, yeah, okay, that stuff. But they want us to get into the playoffs. And to be honest, I kind of wanted a chill year to start us off, because right now, West Brom are not doing brilliantly. I think they're down in like 16th place as I'm filming this video. That is definitely, I have not actually checked that to confirm, but they're low in the table, so we are performing at a higher standard if we reach this, but I do back us to do it. But with only £2.5 million to spend, it is going to be a challenge. But I've already started trying to get a bunch of players in on trial, like literally all the players that were recommended, to bring in some serious talent to improve our team. If we go to the squad planner, I can immediately see that centre-back needs a bit of work, right-back we're fine, goalkeeper needs a bit of work as well, I was trying to say before, because 33-year-old goalkeeper isn't exactly perfect, and Palmer, I'm not feeling super confident about. Centre-back does need maybe 1 or 2 more decent options, as they are all ageing, but I do like the look of this O'Shea dude. But then again, still like some average options, even though we do have a number. Left back looks fine with Peters and Townsend. Central midfield actually looks alright for now with Swift, okay, and then Malumbi, who I know I have had in an FM save before. I don't know what. I imagine it was a Salford one, but I'm not certain. At Cam, we've got Rogic, so I think we should be fine. Maybe another midfielder would be good for a bit of depth, actually. Left wing and right wing, we seem okay with having Wallace and Diangana, both really good players. And, of course, Matt Phillips, who can play on either wing if we need him to do a job out there. But maybe one more winger would be all right. But striker, I think we're more than okay. Which is kind of annoying, because I do love bringing in a new striker. But Grant is incredible. Probably the best player in our team. I think he's going to bag so many goals for us this year. And even Dike on the bench looks really, really good. And in fact, I'm kind of tempted to play Grant out on the left wing and play Dike up front solely because our left wing option, Wallace, is good, but I do kind of want to get them both on the pitch at the same time, especially with the amount of potential Dike has. But I guess that's a problem for the future. It all depends on who we can sign. For now, I'm going to go out and try and make those signings. We're probably going to jump straight into the first game of this episode, the Middlesbrough one, the next time you see me. Hopefully I've made some transfers. We don't have a lot of money to play with. Of course I'm going to be trying to sell some players. But welcome to the West Brom side, boys and girls. Make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button. I know I've already said it, but it does mean a lot to start the series off. What are they called? What's their nickname? I was about to say something funny with their nickname in it, but I couldn't think. The baggies. Oh, there's so many opportunities for puns in there. I can't think of one right now though. It's a bit awkward, but go the baggies. Well. The transfer budget, it's looking quite different, and we all know what that means. I've bagged a couple of players. Please don't click off. So we have managed to sign some people and sell some people, and I'm mildly happy with what we have done. You know, let's just go straight into the sales first. I've swiped up. You might have gotten a wee sneak peek, but the sales are the important things. The first player that we got rid of is Jorge. That's definitely not how you say it, but we're going with it. He is left for £15,000, but the important thing is he is £20,000 worth of wage bills gone. Absolutely stoked with it. We are still contributing about 4K, but even that was just brilliant to get rid of. Still about 20k gone. Stop spoiling. So chuff with that. Townsend has left the club for 2.4 mil, and I have to say I was not expecting to sell this man, but when I had the opportunity to sell him for 2.4, I kind of thought it was a no-brainer. But I am now looking at his stats and thinking, he's quite a good player. Oh well, he's been sold for 2.4. He's 29, so I'm standing by my decision. Those stats are quite well-rounded. Oh well, he's gone, 2.4. He has helped us sign some players that I'm sure you've probably been able to see now. A couple of players going out on loan, and the players that we've bought in are pretty decent. The first one, Gary Cahill has joined the club. Is it Gareth? It's not Gareth, is it? Is Gareth someone else? Gareth Cahill is someone else, isn't it? Gareth Cahill. Is that another person? Where have I got this from? Anyway, it's Gary Cahill. He's joined our club. He's going to be a nailed-on centre-back starter for us. And of course, he's got so much experience that he brings to the table. Playing in the Premier League for years with Bolton, Aston Villa, Chelsea most notably, Crystal Palace, and now down in the Championship with us at West Brom. I think he's going to be such a good player. And for just £13,000 per year, I think that is such a deal. Per week, sorry. I think that is such a deal. 36 years of age. Yes, he is getting very old. Yes, he is going to get worse very quickly. But he's still got a couple of years left in him. And I think for now, is such a good player, especially coming in on a free. You cannot complain. The next player that we've brought in is that left-back replacement. And actually, now I do feel slightly better about it. Because although we did get rid of that decent left-back Townsend, we can see that there's not a whole lot in between him and Neil Taylor. If anything, Taylor could be argued to be slightly better, but then you do see a couple of extra things with Townsend here. So, I don't know. You can pick and choose, but realistically, we got 2.4 for Townsend. We brought Taylor in on a free, and we're paying him next to nothing. £3,200 per week. I have no idea how he's accepted that, but he has. He still has some great stats. He's going to be our rotational left back anyway. I think this is a great signing, a great exchange for a decent player. Next player is Gene Lucas. And I have no idea how we've managed to sign this player for only £650 because they've bought him for 9.5 very recently. Now, I don't understand who is in charge of the finances at AS Monaco, but a £650,000 signing that could eventually rise to about 1 mil feels like an absolute bargain and a bit of a joke for this player. He's going to be a great player for us, only £12,500. Rotation, regular starter sort of territory, so I'm very happy with him being picked up. Not the last signing though, the big signing is Maduka Okoye, and I think that this player is going to be the goalkeeper that we need for this entire save. Currently he is considered to be a decent Sky Bet Championship player, but I think that leading Sky Bet Championship player is a bit of an underration of what he can turn into, because I know for a fact this player can turn into a decent player. At least he definitely did in the last FM. I definitely had him for PSG with some really decent team last year. So I'm hoping the exact same thing happens this year with £3.5 million spent on him. Could eventually rise to 6, but even that I feel like is a decent fee for this player. Not too much in the wage budget either. I think he's a really good signing and a nailed-on starting left-back for plenty of years in this side. And I think that's what I've kind of lacked in these signings. Lucas, still 24. The rest of them getting on. It's not insanely future pushed apart from McCoy, so I'm very happy I brought him in. And we still do have £1 million to spend. I would like to point out I did actually, you know how you get to pick the rewards for like doing well in the league? Yeah, I went to the lower end of that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So that gave us more transfer budget, but I've never really felt it affects the gameplay in any way. This is the team that we're going to start the season with though. And I feel a bit torn between a couple of decisions. The first one is that I would like Lucas to be in this team, but okay, let me explain. So Malombi is just better than him, in my opinion. He's 22 years of age. He's got the same current ability and same potential, but I just comparing the two of them, I just prefer Malombi. There's something about him that just does it for me more than Lucas. So he's nailed in ahead of him. And then Swift, we need a slightly more attacking player, and Swift is much more attacking than Lucas. I just can't bring myself to play him as a box-to-box midfielder. So Swift has gone into the starting lineup. And the thing is, Swift isn't even going to be a starter. Obviously, OK is going to be our starter, but he's injured for now. So I do kind of feel bad for Lucas, because I don't know how much game time he's going to get. The other thing I'm really struggling with is the fact that that's meant to be what it is. Dike, I want to start him, and I want to start Grant, but I also want to start this Wallace dude. But I can't start them all, and Wallace is the oldest of the bunch, and I can play Grant on the left wing. I'm just going to do this and see how it goes. It does give me options. It does mean that I can bring this player on the left or right wing, do what I need to do, and realistically, he's going to do a good job. Whether I can bring him off the bench or start him, and if I need to, I can just start him next game. It's a long season ahead, but this is the team that we are starting with for our first game away from home against Middlesbrough. Let's jump into it, boys and girls. This is the team that we're going with. It's Dike, it's Grant, it's Rogic, it's Diangana. I'm definitely not saying that correctly. Grady, Swift, Malombi, Furlong, O'Shea. Then we've got Cahill, Peters, and Okoye in between the sticks. It is the Gegenpress. Of course it's the Gegenpress. You're watching a Rax FM YouTube video, boys and girls. It's going to be the Gegenpress. Let's see how it goes. Let's get a win. And let's give a player squad number. Obviously, let's go 50 for you, because it was the roundest number I could find within the vicinity of where I was pressing buttons. They do have quite a decent team this side, so I do think that this is a little bit of a difficult test to start off. This screen is lovely. I would like to be able to see their faces though, but I feel like Akpom, a couple of other players in there, Stefan, definitely not a bad side. So I can't be too disappointed if we don't come away with an incredible result here. Oh my goodness, it is this. I hate this. The start of a new save, they're always like, oh no, you wouldn't want those same settings that you've literally had for every other save that you've done all year. Nah, reset them, reset them. Obviously reset them. Obviously I want key highlights, and it's slightly faster, and it really fast when there's no highlights. So just remember that, Football Manager. Thank you very much. 4 shots to their 1 though. It's not a great start, although we do have the ball for the first highlight of the game, so it could be coming our way. Malombi trying to move it forward, does find Grant. Grant's coming back. He should be more attacking, but he's kept the ball for us. So I'm not going to yell at him, even though I did literally complain about him coming backwards. But obviously it's created an attacking opportunity for us, so I'm not going to complain about it at all. O'Shea comes into Malombi, back into Furlong, plays it all the way back to Okoye, but we're keeping hold of it. I feel like that's kind of what we need to do with this tactic. And it is probably exactly what I've asked them to do, so actually I can't really get upset at them about that either. Grant is in, and he is going to score our first goal. I called it. I would like to point out, this is live recording. I just had confidence in Grant there. I knew he was going to score. I called it before it even went into the shooting motion, because I knew he was going to put that one in from the left wing into the central striker role, puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And I guess that is slightly against the run of play. But the possession stats are looking very tasty in our favour. It's clear that this Middlesbrough side is trying to counter-attack us. I think if we counter that by going positive and actually just holding on to possession, doing what we can to get attacking opportunities. It's the first game, mate. I sung your praises early doors too. I literally went on like a minute rant about how you're the better option. Livid, mate. Absolutely livid with that. Rogic is coming down into the deep line playmaker. For goodness sake, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. And now there's no way we're going positive. In fact, I'm considering going cautious now because a 1-0 win in the first game of the season is a beautiful result. Let's not concede from a corner. That would be very frustrating. Let's not give away. Okay. Jones has managed to make it 1-1 on the night, and we're a man down. It's not a great start to the season, is it? But hey, it's the way things go in the Championship. There's fine margins, and I think getting 2 yellow cards within the first half an hour of the Championship opening game is the fine margins that we don't really need. Thank you very much, Malumbi. He has quickly become one of my least favourite people in this team. Grant has picked it up. He loses it. I was about to say he is the opposite, turning into one of my favourites, but he's lost it. Now they're on the attack. We just know that they're going to get so many opportunities now. He's miles off. I'm not even worried. He's miles off. Thank you. I got a wee bit nervous there for a minute, but we're back on the ball. Furlong picks it up. They're pressing us now. They've got a skip in their step. I mean, they are at home as well, so they've got the wee bit of advantage there. I'm sure the fans are chanting like nothing right now. They're absolutely thrilled with the fact that their team is back in this and they're 2-1 up. Malumbi, you've destroyed this opportunity for us here. We went 1-0 up against the run of play, and now we're 2-1 down within like 10 minutes of you being sent off. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Peters, Rogic loses it. And it's just them attacking us now, isn't it? Oh, no. It's hit the woodwork. We're lucky it's not 3-1. It's not even literally within 7 minutes of you being sent off. You idiot. You're an absolute idiot, mate. You're so... Why? Just why? I'm not even going to sit here and act like I'd be happy with this result, because obviously we get nothing out of it. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. But what am I going to do? I'm going to change the tactic. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going narrow. We do have the luxury of having 2 decent strikers on the pitch, so we're going to tuck them in there. Now, I guess I'm going to have to bring him off, and Lucas is making his debut. Rogic goes back into that role. And yeah, I think that's probably all I can do. If I could get... I'm not putting the fullbacks on that anymore, because that's just stupid, because otherwise we're going to have no width. So let's get complete wing backs on and see how we do for the second half. We're going to just hope and pray that something happens out of nowhere. We do not deserve a win based off these stats, but gosh, I would love a draw. Come on, Dike, Grant, you're our only outlets. Rogic, you got to play a ball through to them. Let's get something going. At least we've seen a much slower amount of highlights happening in the second half, but it's not going brilliantly, is it? Okay, 2 substitutes. I'm deciding right here, right now. I'm going to make 2 substitutes here. Do I need to make 2 substitutes? No, I'm not going to. If I want to make 3 later, I can, but I only have 1 more stoppage to make them. And now we're going positive, because it seems like, although we've literally seen no improvement on shots, we haven't seen many opportunities against us. So I'm taking no news as good news right now, although the news is happening and it is them on the ball. So I'm slightly frightened by this highlight. And by slightly frightened, I mean very frightened. Watmore's picked it up on the edge of the box. He's going to go for a hit. It's over the bar. I don't think this formation is working. We have literally seen nothing. Do I just completely scrap the gegenpress and go direct counter-attack? I think I have to, because that's the way we've got to play. Yeah, not work the ball into the box, hit early crosses, low crosses, run at defence because we're decent players. We're not playing for set pieces, but going very high tempo, pass into space. Let's go fairly narrow. Distribute quickly. Long kicks, yeah, over. And let's go mid standard. Yeah, I'm not going too deep in there. I don't know. You're seeing a tactical masterclass occur in the first couple of minutes of the series, boys and girls. If you have watched my series in the past, you know I don't touch tactics. So just me doing this is shambolic. But we're on the ball, and actually, maybe I should touch the tactics more often. Dike. I'm a tactical mastermind. Call me Zealand. Call me Zealand. How have I done that? I don't know. Do I keep it? Like, because that feels like it was a fluke. Like, absolutely, it feels like it was a fluke. But do I keep it? That's the question. We keep it. Nah, we've made our bed. We're going to sleep in it, boys and girls. If it starts to get shaky, we will bring it straight down to defensive and play for a draw. I'm keeping it. I'm a man down and I'm keeping this. Don't know what I'm up to, boys and girls. 10 minutes to go in this game. I'll be fine with no more highlights, footy manager. And actually, let's make those last substitutes. Swift, you're going to come off. Livermore, experience, take us out to the end of the game. Taylor, get a bit of fresh legs out on the left. And actually, do we have one more substitute? We do. Phillips, you can come on at Cam. Because you're just... for reference, he was literally the legend of my original FM save. He was the player of the year in the Premier League with West Brom. So good. Brilliant player. Can we see anything dramatic? Can we see anything happen? Oh, see, look, I've just been saying, can we see anything dramatic? And in my heart, I was thinking, I want a highlight so that we can score in the last minute and Phillips can score and it will be magical. But now that there's actually a highlight, I've realised we are a man down and that this team has been dominating us and we are definitely not deserving of any points in this game. I really am gutted this highlight has occurred. But now that we're here, we're going to have to watch it. He's offside. We've collected it. Actually, this could be our chance. Come on, Akoi. Find someone. I've told him to distribute over them. He's just going to thump it long. Oh, no, they're going to win it straight back. What am I thinking? What am I doing? Like, when I actually look at that being played, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. What? I got lost in it, boys. I don't know. Okay, so... We're quietly going to do this. Very quietly going to change to attacking. They won't notice. They won't notice. They'll probably not. We don't have any more subs either. It's like I'm rocking this. I guess we put Grant. No, we don't. We play two strikers, Rack. So don't wuss out. You know, even do asymmetric. Why not? Let's go Triquiesta. That sounds good. Direct run it. We're not running at defence. We're pumping the balls in, and that's it. There we go. Come on, we're getting the goal. We're getting the goal back. 5 minutes to go. Additional time, and see this time I'm chuffed. There's a highlight because even if we concede now, what of it? Yeah, we were going to lose anyway. If we score now, absolute scenes. It's not looking likely. In fact, it was very close to them scoring again. Goal kick, though. Goal kick. Come on. One more highlight. One more opportunity. We've lost the first game. Probably should have gone defensive when we scored that goal against the run of play. There was some positives to take out of that. You know, before we got a red card, we were about as good as them. And then I made tactical changes that made us go level. And then, we conceded in the final minute. I'm going to say unlucky. I am going to say unlucky. I'm not coming out at them straight away. You know, I have a negative dressing room currently. Actually, the club atmosphere is all right. They're not very supportive of me, but the club, a lot of people are unhappy for different reasons. Yeah, I have been trying to sell quite a few people, and they haven't been chuffed about it. But hey, look, like realistically, that could have gone worse. Malombi, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. I want you to know how shambolically dumb you are. But everyone else, shout outs all around. And next time I have the choice between Malombi and Lucas, I think we know who I'm going with. Alright, boys and girls, I will catch you at the end of the transfer window, which I guess is at the end of this month. But I will have had to have played a lot of games off camera, which does sound tasty to me. Oh, and we'll be back for the Burnley one. The Burnley one is going to be a close one. Well, hopefully, actually, because they are a good team. Very good team. Turning into one of the best teams in the Championship right now in real life. So I imagine they're going to be just as good in FM. Let's hope that we find some wins before then. Find our form, find our tactics. Let's not get any more red cards. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here so you don't miss more content. And I'll see you all later.